Yo, I am back with Jak and Daxter, and well, the thing is here, I am recording most of this. Reasoning for this, because I'm using my older footage that I said I was going to use for, and I recapped Snowy Mountain that I said, oh, I'm just going to use the new footage that I used off my brother's profile, and I spent like, I'm not joking, like 2 or 3 hours looking for that final Precursor Orb. So I said, screw it, I just went back and used my previous, I'm using my previous video footage. Now,
hey guys, by my calculations, it's going to take
yeah.
72 power cells to fuel the heat shield against the lava on the way to Gaul and Maya's citadel.
You can tell this is older footage because I went to Spider Cave first in Snowy Mountain to hurry up and, actually no, I went to Snowy Mountain first to open up the yellow switch for Spider Cave so I could hurry up and get some orbs, because it would take too long if I took the other way. Now, that's what's going to be for most of this video. You're going to see my past footage going through this, and I guess I'm just going to have to narrate over this. So yeah, you're kind of seeing like a mismatch of footage and information. Because as you saw earlier, I had like 73 power cells, I believe, so I could have immediately gone like, alright, don't need to collect power cells here, we could have headed to the end game, but since this is a 100% run, I'm going to continue through. Yeah, and you'll see my character do a bunch of these, because this was recorded 2 weeks ago. Like I said, I do most of my recording at late night CJ's house, because, well, it's the most amount of time I have to play the games, and it's around the same time that my brother allows me to. Yeah, it's around the same time that my brother allows me to really play on the PlayStation, because I keep the Xbox in my room, he keeps the PlayStation in his room, so on and so forth. We both play primarily on those consoles. Yeah, I jump across here to get the scout fly here. That brings us to 5. And we won't return to like Volcanic Crater or the Mountain Pass until like the very end of this video, because this is again like a mismatching of timelines right here. Like for most of this video, it's the older footage, like around, yeah, I'm not kidding, like 34 minutes. So yeah, yay. And by this time I already have like everything up and ready to go. It's just like I need to release these in order, so that's what sucks. So yeah, here, Spider Cave, and I immediately hate it. This is around the time that I believe the snowball broke, and it just wasn't recording anything. Or if it wasn't broken, I don't think I had it registered as the microphone for this. It's one of the two. Anyways, we, like most in-game areas, Spider Cave has 200 Precursor Orbs. And like I said earlier, I spent a week trying to find those Precursor Orbs, and it was not fun. So, with these, I'm going to release them in really quick order, pretty much. When you go to but first, when you enter Spider Cave, you obviously know the centipede lurkers are here, gnawing at the post. What you want to do, when you use is like, and if you get close to lurkers, they go back into the holes and they just run away from you. So what you want to do, well, when you get to Spider Cave, first off, is kill all the spiders. There is one way to kill the spiders just outright in one hit, and that's to uppercut them from underneath themselves. So that's how you want to do it, but if you don't want to do that, you can hit them 3 times. You really think it would be 4, but then again, they would have more health than a boss at that point, so I think that would be kind of disappointing if a normal enemy had more hits to take than a boss. So anyways, which another thing that's kind of strange, like that first spider you come in here, it doesn't respawn if you die, which I think is kind of, I don't know, a little awkward fact of Spider Cave is that the spiders don't respawn, well, in the area if you defeated them already, which is kind of weird when I think about it. Anyways, you see it right here. These yellow vents are already going to be open by the time you get here, so you don't have to worry about anything. Anyways, you want to zoom in with triangle with your goggles, and then basically just stand in the yellow eco and shoot it. You can try to shoot freehand, but it doesn't really work. But for every lurker, centipede lurker you defeat, they drop some orbs, and you can probably guess where they were hiding. That last orb that I was trying to find for like 2 or 3 hours. Excuse me. Anyway, and you can see like they also dropped some green eco as well. And if there's one thing I can kind of flag Jak and Daxter for this, or at least in this part, is that they hide the orbs within the monsters, which only happens one other time, and that being the first optional boss being like that giant plant monster. It's kind of strange now that I think about it. But anyways, you will have to get a better vantage point to try and shoot this one. There is another yellow eco vent over here, but you can come over here and just hurry up and break them. Like, see, look, there's one right there, and here's what I mean. Uppercut the spider, bam, one shot. And as you can see, I'm just kind of like going around each of the areas and trying to find like a bunch of like the loose ends of the orbs, because some of them are kind of fighting off screen, some of them do require some tricky platforming, and that's what we're trying to do. I saw in the distance right there, that was a dark eco crystal. You can talk to Samos about it, but he just asks you to destroy them. Typical side quest, and he'll give you the items for it. And as you see right there, there's a power cell we have to get. One requiring platforming, so that's a bit more on the annoying side, and I fell down. Yeah, you do take fall damage, which is like, I believe the first time we took fall damage in this game. I could be wrong, it's just been a while since I've seen some of the older footage, but yeah. You can mitigate the fall damage by spinning with Jak with circle button like right before, and bam, like you take no fall damage. Well, depending on how far you are from the ground. Anyways, I guess I should talk about why I don't like this place. It's spiders. I don't like spiders. It's as simple as that. I don't think I could get any more. Wait. Spiders, I don't like them. Anyways, this was kind of eluding me for a while on my first playthrough profile. Where I was like, oh, I can't find the freaking last scout fly, and it's over here. And now it actually took me a while as well. And like, with my earphones, I could definitely hear the lurker centipedes right here, but I can't hear them when I had my brother's earphone when I was playing the game. Maybe it's just because I have bad ears and I'm paying more attention now because I'm reacting to my older footage, or it could be just that I was that oblivious to them. I also, I guess like, I'm just kind of like, I have no one to play off of, so I'm just kind of like observing my own players and I'm like, oh yeah, hurry up and doing this, and basically it's strange. Yeah, this is, depending on how you defeat the lurkers, you can get into a point where you can't, like, some of them don't drop orbs. I believe one of them only once, and it's just the one I defeated. And you can do anything to the Dark Eco crystals. You can touch them, you can attack them, you can shoot them with Dark Eco, anything, and it will cause them to explode. I don't think they respawn. I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm just here chilling in my room recording. Granted, it's not the middle of the night, but it's late enough to where I'm like, I might have to be a bit on the quiet side. Anyways, you get another yellow eco vent, where it's like, oh, you gotta shoot this one, where it's kind of annoying because you have to aim up, and when it first arrives, it's kind of, well, obstructed in a sense. Okay, walk around. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to like walk around and like try to find this freaking orb. And I don't think I have enough yellow eco with this. I'm probably
Maybe
wrong.
You can shoot better if you aim through your goggles.
Yeah, Daxter giving him some stats for missing. But the thing is, like, yeah, where I was aiming, it was like quite difficult, and I toggle on the Wow, this is kind of weird to see because like all my stuff is mishmashed, and I think this is because something came up. I think it was like the fire alarm or something came on around the house, and I was checking something, but I had to pause it real quick and come back. So coming back to this, that's the problem with like I guess trying to complete this area in and of itself. You have to lock onto these lurkers, and you have to be kind of careful on if you're going for 100%. You're gonna have to like search everywhere, and it's gonna be the lurkers that are gonna be the death of you. Because like I was like, oh, I killed all the lurkers, I got all the orbs they dropped. Okay, let's go. I'm like, nope, that one orb, it's probably gonna be hiding behind something. Again, that's what happened to me. So, and I tried to jump, I didn't get the second jump, and I fell to my death from there you go. Which again is still a weird mechanic, if I'm being honest. I jumped across here and got all the orbs that the centipede dropped, and the ones that were already around the nest. Okay, jump across there, and I'm trying to get back to my original community. I think that's the only spider that respawns. I'm not sure if I even killed it though. I might have just stopped recording for a brief second. Ran around, grabbed those orbs. Yeah. And now I think I'm trying to reach the platform to get that orb, the Precursor Orb that was. No. Yeah, I tried shooting out into the distance, trying to hit that one centipede off, but it's way too far. And the yellow eagle just breaks apart. It's just too far away for me to hit it. So now I try it from here, and I think nope, I'm not too far away, I'm still able to hit it. And yeah, bam. And there you go, defeated. Alright, there's probably an easier way for me to do that, because there's probably a yellow eco vent or two for me to go over there. Yeah. Alright. Now, I think, yeah, I aim to focus on technically like the second or third, depending on where you're going from, centipede to fight from here. Fight this one. I guess I could talk about some other things other than like the gameplay at the same time, because you kind of see what's going on. But I also kind of want to like speak my own thoughts and not just, well, I don't want to like baby people like, oh, you can clearly see what I'm trying to do. It's like, I need to like, that's kind of the problem. Like, I want to bounce off a few people and like try to see what they're trying to do. We tried to do that, but with a splitter for the final episode, and I died. We tried to use a splitter in my computer to record and on the PlayStation controller, but it just didn't register, and I think it's probably due to us not having like the right setup, unfortunately, in order to record. Anyways, yeah, you defeat all the lurkers, centipedes, you get a power cell. I prevent the spider, one-shot it, and we traverse forward into the cave. Now, with those crates, you can get open a yellow eco vent to try to get these, or you can try to see how fast you can, I guess, parkour your way to try to get them. Okay, and that's the option I choose to go with in this, because I want to see, alright, can I actually do this? And I do. There's some things I do like to try, and see if I can complete in this game. Other than like fully completing, I'm like, alright, let me see if I can parkour my way across. And yeah, I do, and it's just like, long jump, because that's like your best way of traveling. But I am not wasting time trying to like jump. Anyways, you break those, and you come across this little platforming section. But if you look off to the side, you see a dark eco crystal. Shoot it, touch it, go over there, and it blows up. And the funny thing is, it doesn't blow up the chest that's right next to it, which I found kind of funny. Like, these chests are resist enough to explosion, but they can't be. They get destroyed by punch. Granted, the punch the chest and shatter it completely. That probably takes a lot of force. Anyways, I died again trying to platform myself across. We will go down there eventually. It's like in an optional cutscene, if by talking to Samos. Like, oh, let me guess, there's spiders in the spider. It's like, of course there's spiders in the spider cave. you can probably assume what we're gonna do. If I I showed it because I have the footage right here, right in front of me. And this is obviously segmented in a way to where I could try and show everything off. We will go back over there in a bit, but you see how it's not open? Yeah, that's the whole thing. You need to open a yellow eco vent, and since I already showed it off in the previous episode, but in here I was trying to say it, we'll come back to that. Because again, this was recorded before I did my other one, and I'm just dubbing over this with my new experience. So, I already have the next playthrough where we have planned at this point. I already know I'm gonna play, and it's more for my own entertainment, but also to kind of like get me pseudo prepared for something in the future. It doesn't require the PlayStation, which is good, but I'm gonna have to either buy PlayStation 4 in the future or 5. If my mom doesn't like lose her head at me trying to buy one, because she was okay with me buying an Xbox One S, but that's because I was like, alright, it's Christmas, I'm allowed to waste my money, in a sense. I was like, nope. I just got screwed over by scalpers. Anyways, you want to come down here with the blue eco in terms, because there is an area all the way above here that you can use to try and go through this. And this whole section, I believe, like, not just this part, but like the whole second half of Spider Cave is like kind of like in this area, because the first half is kind of annoying, but it's enough to where it's doable. And I died. So that's my mom trying to think I'm insane, because I'm just laughing and talking to myself. But that's all because I'm recording in post. Yeah, these things happen. I hate it at times. At least with the good news is that I can have the stuff of recording all set for for the next playthrough. I might do like I think I said this in like, because we already recorded the other part, though. I think I said I might do something else real quick to like, I guess like not prepare myself, but just to kind of like, let's have a little bit of variety. That's why I upload my Xenoverse videos still, even though I'm trying to do more gameplay than actual, rather than just trying to do purely fights. Anyways, you want to jump across, you can kind of cheese the whole area by jumping across there, by finishing that little trapeze section, but you don't get access to the whole area. Like, you still have to deal with platforming a bit. And I don't think I grabbed these. Yeah, I screw up on the platforming part and I fall down. With these specific lurkers, I know we've like killed a few of them already, but like you obviously don't want to hit them while they have their drill going, because if you try to hit them while they have their drill going, they'll just knock you away, and if you try to hit them from above, like, I'm smart. Like, no, they'll raise it above themselves and protect themselves. So yeah. It's kind of stupid, but yeah. With these, since they're all trapdoors, you're going to have to jump very quickly and just kind of like spin jump constantly to try and save yourself. Okay, go across there, and since these are all like spike rollouts, you want to be careful. You're going to have to like, not master it, but you have to be pretty good at the platforming at this point to get through the area. I think I stopped there because I was like, ah, fire. It's like, oh wait, stop. I was like, oh no, I have to go across. In the future, I'm going to see if I can record off my computer, which is what I did do for one of the Xenoverse videos, surprisingly. I'm going to see if I could just record gameplay right off it, and record, and just kind of like, I want to capture my curiosity. Anyways, you jump all the way across here. By reaching the top of the Precursor Robot, you get another power cell. And here's the thing, I forget to go back and grab the other power cells of this area. Not power cells, yeah, Precursor Orbs. Because you'll see that, I believe you'll see that in the other footage, where I come back. Nope, I still took fall damage. I was still high enough to where that would hurt. But I think I also test something, I believe. No, I go off this side. It's like, oh yeah, this part. I grab that orb, grab that scout fly that makes it to 5, and we grab that, and we need the yellow eco here in order to blast spark those crates, and you see the yellow eco down there, the orbs down there. Do I go down and grab those? Again, it's been like 2 weeks since I've seen this footage, and I was miffed because I wanted to use my own stuff. But I'm like, I wanted to use my own stuff, but I was also like, I don't want to dub over this either. And I just said, screw it, I'm gonna dub over because it's just easier, because I don't want to spend another like 2 or 3 hours looking for something. Now, unfortunately, I just got like 14 more minutes in this one half, because we barely reached 20 minutes. Yeah, this is a long video for me, and I'm talking to myself, so I'm trying to see if I don't go crazy. And that's what I was talking about. They'll raise it above themselves, and if you try to jump across and hit them, yeah, I stupidly tried to hit it, and I got knocked off into the abyss. I think I say... No, I go back. I don't get all the orbs... Like I said, I don't get all the orbs in this area. And that's the point of me coming back like later in the future to see. Now, except for just kind of like retraining it, I guess I'll just go over like what I plan to do after our next playthrough. Since I have school, that might delay the playthrough for a little bit, because this week I'm recording is a very, not difficult, but it's very active, so I may not get a chance to record right away. I already have all the footage done for Jak and Daxter. I'll swear that now, like, we are done with the playthrough at this point. And it'll just take me a while to record, because again, this is done in post. So I was like, alright, let's do this. Right here I wait, but it doesn't come all the way down to the bottom. I guess after like one of our playthroughs, I want to switch back and forth, but I also want to have like, the only reason I would have a PlayStation is because of one game I have on my brother's PlayStation that I bought for myself. And maybe, I guess, like, modding for just costumes in Xenoverse 2 if I decide to buy that game again for PlayStation, but I hear that's a little worse. At times on PlayStation. Like, the connection could be worse, modders, you know, all that. But mine would just be for costumes and not skills or really anything. Like, oh, here, I gave myself a skill for something I don't have. The problem is, like, I'll have to relearn everything, and that'll tick me off if I have to go do that. But, yeah, I think with this part, I was like, oh, yep, that's it for everything, so I think that was like, I was thinking like, oh, that's it, so no, I was testing something. I was trying to see if I could get all the way across with the yellow eco, but I think I got to, like, right here.
Nest here.
Like Dexter said before I died, we were trying to take spider sense, but I'm like, nope, I don't have the... it takes too long for me to get over there. I wonder if I'm still going over here. I'm not sure as to why I still keep going back over here. I think it's because I keep wanting to test it, or if I'm like, to explore everything. Even though at this point, me seeing this, like, if I explored everything, there's just like some things that I've missed. Or was I thinking like, alright, I'll get all the yellow eco over here. No, yeah, I was thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get the yellow eco over here, long jump my way, get up over there, and I'm like, nah, it'll take, I think at this I was like, screw it, it'll take too long. So yeah, that was at the point, I'm like, alright, look, we'll go to the other area, then we'll come back here and I'll splice the footage. And, well, you already know how that turned out. Something else. And I'm just gonna like, what was it? Not backstepping. I'm backtracking to like the main first area of the spider cave. And I guess I can tell place right. When I was younger, I absolutely hated this area because, like I said, as a kid, spiders really freaked me out. I don't like spiders still, but they're not nearly as bad. Just like step on them, really, with extreme prejudice. Watch that out of context. I guess like the problem with this area as a kid, again, it's like I just really didn't like spiders, so I forced my younger brother Atrocitus to go in and complete it for me, and he didn't complete it, but he got like the last, I believe like the last 1 or 2 power cells we needed to get the secret ending. But you'll see at the time with if you have everything beforehand, you'll see it. Anyways, you jump over here, touch this.
That crystal's gonna blow!
Like, you don't even have to, it blows up, but it's not even that big of an explosion, if I'm being entirely honest. You have to be careful, because you still will take damage. Anyways, you break that box, and I think you have to do more parkour to try and get all the, I died again because of the freaking, Dark Eco. And I think... yeah, I died a lot with this. I might just put a ding for every time I died. Or specifically in this one spot, I might just put a ding. I might not. I don't know. You might drown me out. But yeah, you'll probably want to do some parkour to get over there. I long jump, because I believe that's the only way you can get it. And the reason you would long jump over here is because there's a Dark Eco crystal. And you go down there and touch it. Like, that's what I said. Like, it doesn't matter if you touch anything, as long as you're far away enough. Long jump again. Bam. And jump. I guess, like, what's gonna be... Okay, here we go. The actual dark part of Spider Cave. You want to hit these crystals, and every time you hit them, they light up for a little bit of the area. And you want
Don't let the lights go out!
You want to be quick around this area, because the light, they stay off. The longer you take, the less time you have. You want to go down here, because this is where the last Dark Eco crystal is. And you do have to dive quite a bit, but throw it up.
I think that was the last Dark Eco crystal.
Yep. It was the last Dark Eco crystal. Break it, and that's pretty quickly. And as you can see, like, this is like a weird thing for me. This is weird for me. I get the orbs and I get the crystals like really. I get like 2 precursor power cells back to back pretty quickly. I'm like, oh yeah, we're making great progress through this area. Little did I know I was not recording. You can hit these lights as many times as you want, and they'll keep you hit the crystals as many times as you want, and they'll keep powered on for a really long time. Yeah, don't do what I do in this section, because I was just going through this. You really shouldn't be doing this, especially if you're like me, as normally I do. I like to take it slow in the game, but I'm just like, I have no idea what was on me. I think I was just feeling it. I was just a parkour master at this point. But when I keep hitting the crystal, I'm like, oh, let's just give myself infinite light. Even though, like, I guess the green here really is uncomfortable, because that's weird right there. I hit that and I touched it, but it didn't count as like me standing on it, which is weird because I did it on my brother's playthrough profile and it did count for me and it fell. It's kind of like weird doing this all over again. Like I keep saying, seeing my old footage. It's just kind of like strange coming back to it. Because like I keep saying, like it's been like 2 weeks since I actually played this. Well, since I seen this footage, since I recorded it with Late Night CJ, so I have to re-record this again. I know I keep repeating myself. Hey, that's what happens. Maybe people are jumping around the video. I don't know. Now, I think. Yeah, I think I use this opportunity to try and test myself to see if I can get parkour my way forward and try to. Nope, I died. Yeah, so I was trying to parkour my way to the yellow crates, and I think I tried this for quite a bit. Is the thing. I keep trying and failing to get across this little pit. Granted, though, it is kind of annoying to try and do this. Like, even if you take your time, I think you can use your goggles pretty quickly, because the yellow eco just goes into the dark eco. Yeah, I was like, alright, here. I was showing off what I need to do, and I was like, alright, I can't do this, I'll come back to this later. But you'll see how much later it really changed, and how times change and all that. Jeez, I'm gonna be busy. I'm just talking about school, because that's what I'm gonna try to do. I think, yeah, I was like, I think that footage is me like, huh, where the heck is this? I'm like, oh, that's where it is. I was like trying to figure out what the heck I was trying to reach. I'm like, oh, it's that last one over off in the distance, so I try to get over there and try to finish this. I just have like stuff open in the background, not on my computer, but like I have my DS right next to me and I'm reading at the same time I'm recording. So I have to make sure I don't say any of the stuff I'm reading, because that happens at times. But anyways, I make it up here. Daxter comes in for the dunk, and that's another power cell for us. The thing is, the only reason Spider Cave took longer for me to complete, here I'm missing 29 orbs. The thing is, I believe that section in, okay, yeah, I think I know what I'm trying here. I believe I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, get the power cell that's lodged in the wall outside of Volcanic Crater, but I'm like, oh, I already screwed up, because, like, you're gonna need a lot of time to try and do this. The thing is, I probably could have done it right there. Now looking back, I'm like, oh, it's right above me. I can head right out. I don't have to parkour my way. But as an idiot, I actually keep trying to do this other way. So I'm like, oh no, this is the closest vent. There's a lot of things you wonder in post. Like, oh hey, nope, I screwed up again. So I keep trying this over and over for like, I believe 3 minutes. So you're going to see me die a lot to this. And I believe I keep trying to do like this. I think I tried this before. I'm not sure if I spliced the footage in here of me actually completing it. I might not. I'm not sure. I could use the older footage I have in here. I'm like, oh, nope, here it is. Because I had to make space for my other stuff. So I'm pretty sure like the Jak playthrough on its own took up most of the space in here, besides like 1 or 2 extra videos I made for Xenoverse. Be like a few of them being at this point they're already released, like I believe the one for Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and yeah, that's the one I get. But by the end of this, I do have it all completed, so I'm not sure if I did it all in this playthrough. I'm not sure. I think I try it one more time before I come back off. That was weird. And again, I go and try to do this stupid thing again because I'm an idiot. Yeah, I can. It's just kind of strange. I keep saying this coming back to this footage. I'm like, oh hey, here's the old footage of me just kind of screwing around and being an idiot, missing obvious stuff. And I die again because I'm an idiot. Yeah, we're actually coming close to like the old footage's end actually, because I keep screwing up and I actually cut this part out in like I believe like 30 seconds. Because I believe this is the last attempt I try to do on camera in this one recording session to try and get it. And unfortunately, I'm like, oh, I think I unfortunately skip it, and like, I'm not sure. I could use the old footage, or I could jump back to the new footage. I'll have to check. But the new footage has like 1 minute 30 seconds, so I could be wrong. Yeah, I took too long, so I was like, eh, screw it. I'll come back in a bit and I'll try and show off if I can do it. Yeah, like that's why I'm just kind of like standing still right there. Just show like, look, I'll come back in the future to try and do this. So yeah, like here, yeah. No, this is the footage of me actually doing it. I was gonna cut it. I thought I didn't have the footage, but I'm like, no, I must have re-downloaded it. And I'm just like, I'm gonna download this to my thumb drive, and I'm like, try to do like again, like you could have done this way with way less effort if you use the one I jumped down from in the beginning and just go around that way. I believe you have way more time as well left over. Okay, and it's like, yeah, this is... No, I think this is the footage I have for... No, I'm in Volcanic Crater right now, that's why. And I believe I was going to sign off right here initially, but again, that was me screwing up because I was going to do that part. I was doing Spider Cave before Snowy Mountain, which I really shouldn't have done in hindsight, which is why I went to Snowy Mountain first, and that's why that part's up first. Because like, look, I need to do Snowy Mountain first because I'll have to go back to Spider Cave twice if I do this in the future. And that was me doing my little thing where I sign off, but just me doing random stuff with Jak before I decided to leave the area. And you can very obviously tell because I'm just like staying in this one spot and not trying to leave because me and Late Night CJ were like talking over this. Yeah, so here we are with the new footage. Yeah, 35 minutes in. I have opened the switch, and what you want to do is just run. I think usually you get the boss music in here, I believe. I'm not sure. You blow that up, and you get some more orbs. And here's, like I said, I was wrong because I spent like a bunch of time trying to find it. Excuse me. And we survived it. It's funny because pretty much everything freezes except for Jak and Daxter. Break it, and you can see I have way more orbs, being that I have 90. And guess what? I was still short, so I came back. I found the 2 orbs that are like right in front of this, and the 2 orbs that are behind it. I was like, oh my gosh, I have to keep looking for these dang orbs. And I'm not sure if I get it. I know I don't get it. I don't find that last orb. I'm like, oh, it's literally behind like one of the posts for where I killed the non-lurkers. So I was like, oh my goodness, where the heck are these last orbs? I'm just kind of like playing through this, and the whole reason like this like little 45-second section kind of like stays in again is to find these orbs. But I think I also try to get back to the top of the robot to see if I missed any orbs on the way up. Now, yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I know this. I found like I just took forever trying to find this stuff. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't show that footage of me getting like the last few orbs that I needed for that area. Because you're always, by finding every single one, you always get like an even amount of orbs at the very end. So, I skipped it, but I did find that last orb, and I will show it off, I believe, when I do like Lava Tube, or when I mention it in the finale. Anyways, you go over here to talk to Dr. Claw. I could be entirely wrong with that person.
You can gain my power cells by bringing 120 Precursor Orbs for each.
Yeah, this guy's stingy, but he requires 120, and I already had enough at this point because I'd done Snowy Mountain, I had finished Spider Cave, so I had more than enough for power orbs left over for me to collect, to buy them off him right away.
Power cell is the reward.
And buy him 2 right away. And like, I'm going through the footage right now, it's just like, oh, alright, I know where I go next. And the thing I go to next is, I show off, like, I completed all Volcanic Crater, I still have some orbs left, so I'm like, hold on, what have I collected? Like, Snowy Mountain, Spider Caves, like, see, I showed it off right there. I collected it, so the thing I remember is like, oh, I know where I had to go. At this point, I had already collected the power cell from the Mountain Pass, the hidden one, where you have to open the Precursor vent, the yellow switch to get it. It was behind a giant rock in the green section. We're coming off to it. I'm taking the back way for this. So I'm like, oh my gosh, where is it? Like the last orb. It's that little spot right there, right there. That little green, that's where the hidden power cell is. You have to get it from the outside, and the yellow switch has to have been turned on. So yeah, the game does require a little bit of backtrack. Anyways, we collect this, like the last little one, and that brings us to an even 220 Precursor Orbs. And we don't need to buy any more. We don't need to buy any more orbs, and we gain the last 270 in the next 2 areas. Because, well, one's a zoomer level, and the zoomer levels always have 50. Despite being like a kind of late game to mid game, early, mid, and late game item that you use. All the zoomer levels have 50 with the exception of like what the Precursor Basin. But that was like a dedicated zoomer level. It wasn't that big, and they were all kind of cramped into together, so that's that's it, everyone. My name is Omega Zero, and I'll catch you guys later.